We are live, another edition of ThursDIAZ. We go international. So if you're watching this right now, and we do appreciate you, like a good friend Joe Ash, Alethea Ariola, Marco Favela, all that other good stuff. Everybody's been waiting. We are Thursday night. Dodgers played today. They lost to Colorado. Angels are playing right now. But we're Coach Joel Diaz. He's in the future. Like Marty McFly, it's Friday morning where he's at in Uzbekistan. Coach, how are you doing? Thank you for joining us.
I'm doing great, man. I'm just by now I'm already adapted to the time here. It's been crazy trying to adapt to a 12-hour difference, but we're good, man. Everything's great. Uh, I mean, it's a beautiful country. We got to enjoy a little bit out there. We went out there, enjoy some food, and now we're here. The weigh-ins are later today.
Yeah, so for you guys wondering, normally we would be talking for a while, having a drink, but no, it's a different kind of show today. It's going to be a quick show today because Coach, as you mentioned, has the weigh-ins later on this morning. All right, Coach, let's start with what's coming up. Saturday, how many fighters do you have going up?
Well, look, most of the Uzbek team they're my fighters. I have the main event, which is John Akhmadaliev, Israel Madrimov, Shakram Gyasav, Jalolov. We have Sanjar Tursunov and Dosmatov Hassanboy. So basically, we have like 5 fighters on the card, but 3 of them were with us in California, which are to us our main priority, which is Akhmadaliev, Madrimov, and Gyasov. And obviously, we're gonna help the other guys a little bit here, like wrapping their hands and stuff, because they depend on our hand wrap. But our main focus are the last 3 fights, the TV fights.
Okay, and those fights are available Saturday morning on DAZN. So actually, tomorrow morning.
Tomorrow morning.
You know, just check out the DAZN. It's on DAZN. I don't even know when or what, but it'll be available for you on the DAZN app. So we'll check that out. So you mentioned that. So, Coach, how does it work? Where you have different guys going up, and while they're fighting, who's rapping? What's the schedule? How's all that figured out?
For this fight, I had to bring Antonio with me because I won't be able to do it by myself.
Mm-hmm.
We have some coaches. Actually, the coaches they started these Uzbek fighters are here to give us a hand. Obviously, we are going to have a little bit of time in between, so we're going to have to be in the arena early, start rapping, and it's a process. I mean, I've done it before where I have like 3 or 4 fighters on the card, and it's just a matter of making adjustments. And I'll have Antonio in the dressing room. I'll be in the ring, and that's just the way it works.
So that's how you guys.
We'll make it happen.
Yeah, you're gonna make it happen. Now, what city are you in?
We're in Tashkent, City, Uzbekistan.
Tashkent, Uzbekistan. And how long have you been there now?
We got here Sunday. Sunday at 2 a.m. We left LA Friday at 6 p.m. and we landed because we went from LA to Istanbul, Turkey. I went back to the same airport, and then that was 13 hours. And then from Istanbul to Uzbekistan, it's another flight, another 4 hours. So we landed here in Uzbekistan Sunday at 2 a.m.
Wow. Yeah, and Tashkent is actually the capital of Uzbekistan. And I was just looking at some of your Instagram posts, Antonio's post. You guys were treated like kings right for the beginning, right? They chauffeured you around and took you around?
When we landed at the airport, I mean, I noticed that there was something different because usually when you get off the plane, you have to go through baggage claim, customs, and all that stuff. When we got off the actual plane, there were nice vans waiting for us. So they take us through a VIP area, and we didn't have to worry about our luggage, nothing. So we get in there. The president was there. The president of the boxing organization was there, and they had us like in a VIP room. And we're like, hey, our luggage, don't worry about your luggage. Everything's taken care of. Don't worry about this. Don't worry about that. We got you. Okay. So we just give them our passports. We wait for 5 minutes to get stamped, and then we walk outside. There's a lot of media, and they had a ceremony because these Uzbek fighters are all Olympians. They're icons, you know. So they're like, Mr. Diaz, thank you for coming. I mean, me being their coach, I'm considered also, somebody big for them, but I'm not, So everybody was greeted. Look, hey, I had to fix them in my room. They're still alive. I put water in them. So
There you go. There you go.
yeah. Actually, what I did, Beto, I was trying to find a base and I couldn't find anything. So I got the trash can. From the bathroom, and I cut them all because they were really long. And I cut them and I put them in the trash can. And when the lady came to clean my room, she says, "You need a base?" I said, "If I can." So she went and got a base and put them on. But it's been a week and they're still alive. So,
Yeah.
but it was great. It was a great ceremony. They said, "Okay, we're gonna walk out. I want you because you're the leader of the team in the front, and then behind you, the people from Matchroom, and then the fighters." There was a lot of media at that time of the morning waiting for these guys, So from there, we came to the hotel, and since that moment on, and we don't stop. I mean, there's people here. They greet us really well. Hospitality is great. Every day they want to take us somewhere. Every day, like they want to take us to eat here, eat there, and I mean, the first 3-4 days it was crazy. They had they had an agenda for us. One day they take us to this spa, right? They're like, "We're gonna do banya." Like, no, I don't want to do banya. It's fine. You have to do banya because banya is you go into a sauna that is like 240 degrees, right? And
What?
and yeah, it's 240 degrees. So you're in a sauna and you're there for 10 minutes. And as soon as you walk out of the sauna, there's like two little pools, and those pools are full of cold water, like really cold water. So you have to get out of the sauna and jump into the cold water
Oh.
and in and out 2 times and get out. And I said, no, I'm okay, So we go. No, but the fighters, the banya for them is they do that, and then they have a bed, like a bed inside the sauna. They lay down, and then they grab some branches with leaves, right? So they dip them in water, and then they put them like to where the heat's coming. And they get them hot. So then they just start, throwing the water on your back. And then they start hitting you with the leaves on your back, all over your back. And it hurts. Antonio says it hurts because he tried it and he quit. Antonio told me, he goes, "Dude, I tried it one time and it feels like they're whipping you with fire on your back."
Oh, wow.
But yeah, but that's to open your pores and stuff. And as soon as you're done with that, you jump into the cold water. So we got to the spa, and they had a big table for everybody. And right there, what they do is you sort of socialize. It's like a man type of thing. Like you go hang out, you talk. They have all kinds of drinks. They bring you salads, all organic. They tell you this is all organic. Salads, and then fruit, and then they bring you chicken, and then they bring you beef and tea. So you're just drinking tea constantly. And then you go to the sauna, you do your thing, and then you come back again and hang out, talk, eat. You go back over there again. So I was there, and my thing was, nah, I'm not gonna do it. I'm not. Everybody's there. Everybody's there with a robe, right? Everybody, if you want to be, I mean, underwears or naked, whatever, but just you got a robe. So everybody's sitting around the table. So everybody goes, except me.
Oh.
So I met the guy from this, and he was a really nice guy. He was right there talking to me. And then everybody like, hey, everybody did it. He goes, "Coach, you gonna do it?" I said, "Nah, I'm Mexican. I don't do that." And he says, "Coach, you need to try it." I said, "Nah, thank you. I'm okay." He goes, "Coach, you need to try it." Well, guess what, Beto? He convinced me. And I go, "Okay, you know what? Let's do it." So we go to the sauna, and he puts me in the sauna, and he tells me it's like 240 degrees. Okay, let's go. I go, if an Indio's 120, I'm good. Let's go. So I get in there. All of a sudden, I see Antonio come in as well. And Antonio gets in. He goes, oh, he goes, I don't know, get back in here. So I get Antonio back in and go sit here. So the guy tells me, Coach, 2 minutes. Okay, 2 minutes. So I'm right there like, okay, 2 minutes is fine. And it starts getting like really, really, really hot. And then he says, oh, you're sweating. No, of course I'm sweating. I'm melting.
It's 240 degrees.
So, yeah. So all of a sudden, like I said, it's already past 2 minutes. He goes, no, wait, another 2 minutes. So he kept me like 2 minutes until it got to 10 minutes.
Oh.
By the time it hit 10 minutes, Beto, honestly, like, okay, now I need that cold water. So sure thing, I get out. He goes, okay, jump in the water. You know how hot that sauna is? They tell you to put something over your head, so to protect your brain, So when I jumped into the cold water, Beto, it felt so good. The water was really, really cold. When I jumped in there, it was like, but it felt so good. I told the guy, let me try it again.
No.
So I went back into the sauna one more time and back in there. He goes, wow. You want to do banya? I go, I don't do banya. No. Because when I was in there, they were doing banya on Israel, and the guy got the branches and he dips them in water and he puts it on the heat. And when he's spraying the water on Israel, I felt drops of water hit me, and honestly, it was really hot. And I'm like, nah, I don't want to feel that. That's fine. So that was a great experience.
Wow. And Coach, we actually have somebody from Uzbekistan watching right now. Beksad Akramov, thank you for joining ThursDIAZ. He said, Coach Diaz and the team are training our guys. They have the respect and support of the whole country. So Beksad, welcome to ThursDIAZ, where we just talk story. And we also have somebody, I just saw somebody here jumping in from Juan Hernandez in Guatemala. So we got ThursDIAZ is going international, Coach. We're doing all kinds of stuff right there.
Guatemala,
yeah. So, but that's what you have to do. But then they also don't remember that, Coach. Yeah, you're on the turista a little bit, but you still got to get your guys ready for a fight. Like you can't be doing all that other stuff.
Yeah. Well, we have a schedule,
Yeah.
Like we do everything by schedule. We have a time where the boys run in the morning. I let them sleep in, and then we go to the gym and they do their run. And after they run, give them a little bit of food, make sure they're in their room. And there's a time frame between the time they ran and they're back in the room to the time we have to train at 7 p.m., which they're resting. They're resting most of the time. So that's the time that we have to go out there because, their amateur coach, the person who basically started all these fighters, great man, his name is Tulkin. He's like, Coach, today, eat. I go, okay. Antonio, he got to the point where no more food because, honestly, it's a great tradition, but sometimes you're not ready for it. There's this traditional food. It's called plov. Plov is, rice with meat and all kinds of nice good stuff, right? And they take us to where they make plov, and you're talking about it's like a big tub. I'm talking about a big tub, and in the place they have like maybe 6 tubs, and they fill them up. I don't know, maybe 100, 200 pounds of plov, and they make it.
Wait, Coach, you said it's plov?
Plov.
Okay, I'm googling this right now. Okay.
And
oh, plov. Okay. No, go ahead. Keep talking, Coach. I'm gonna find a picture. Oh, plov. It's a food. It's like a pilaf. Oh, it's like a big pilaf dish. Oh my God, Coach. Oh, did we lose him? Is he frozen? Oh, I think Coach is frozen right now. Oh, we're going to have to reconnect with him. Because he was talking about plov. Yeah, he's frozen in Uzbekistan. I'm going to send him a message right now. So it's like, here's what he was talking about, that plov meal as it goes on. So, well, first of all, stories are good, right? We only got a couple more minutes before Coach has to get going, so I'm going to see if we can reconnect with him. But let me give you guys the update on what's going on with ThursDIAZ. First of all, thank you guys for listening. As always, if you're a first-time listener, I'm Beto Duran. I do this. Next week, we're going to have our year anniversary show, a show that started on April 9th. And it's interesting. The fact that it started during the pandemic, and we got hooked up together to kill time. And the reason I even started doing it is because I was using this program right here where you can see I could change things around. Like it has different graphics, different names, all that other stuff. And I told Coach, can you be my guinea pig one night? And then all of a sudden that became, we added Roberto Diaz. People commented, we got involved, and I was like, okay, cool, thanks. And we just kept doing it. And then Coach and Roberto were like, are we going to do it again? And do it again. Here we are a year later. And we appreciate everybody that sends messages every single week. Marco Favela, what's happening? Oh, and for those of you guys who are wondering about the graphics that we got going on, Marco Favela has been the dude who's coming on. He's taking care of it. So if you go to my Instagram, you will see this picture up there. And I posted it today. Right there. So you see it. We are getting fancy graphics. All that good stuff. And I'm trying to get right here. So you see the Uzbekistan flag, right? 8 o'clock. Roberto Diaz couldn't make it at 8, so that's why he was on there. That was a rough trap. So Marco Favela, we appreciate you, Marco. I tried to Venmo Marco some money, but he's like, I don't have Venmo. So Marco, I'm trying to pay you, bro, for doing this. He also is doing the graphics for my baseball podcast. Let's go, Ricky Rowe. So the last week we had the Texan one with them in Texas. That was Marco Favela. So Marco, we appreciate what you're doing for us and the ThursDIAZ crew. All right, now because you guys are watching it right now, let me text Coach one more time. Try again. I'll wait. And the update. So go to iTunes or Spotify. Look for the ThursDIAZ logo on there, and it'll be up there for you. I post it immediately after the show, so it will take care of you there. Now, our good friend, Cash App. I ain't got no Cash App. Our good friend, Imagine That Workshop, made the signs behind me, right? All right. So he also made the logo. So if you guys want, DM me before the end of the night. I made some stickers. I ordered a bunch of stickers, got them done. We got ThursDIAZ stickers. You can put them out there. Just DM me your address, no cost. I'll send you a couple of them. Just put them up somewhere. And then I decided to do it. And people were like, whoa, you finally have stickers after a year? Well, damn, I was unemployed. Stickers cost money. So what's going on? But yeah, DM me and I will send you some stickers. We appreciate what you guys are doing. And updates for me. So if you're in the El Paso area, the end of the month, Jaime Munguia is fighting for Golden Boy. I will be in El Paso. I believe that fight is going to be April 24th. Live on DAZN. I'll be in El Paso. So we are going to do another giveaway. We did the giveaway for the Virgil fight in Fort Worth. We're going to do it again for the El Paso fight with Munguia, and it's going to be a good card overall. So I'm working that one. And then also April 18th, Thompson's show on Thompson's YouTube and Facebook page, live from Corona. 3 fights. It'll be Ruben Ace Torres, the main event. And then George Acosta Yuyu, a good fighter. And opening up the night will be Azar. Peter Petrov, the Spaniard, will be on the card. So that's what's going on with me boxing-wise. So April 18th and then April 24th in El Paso. So we will be there. I, as you guys know, got COVID. And I'm clear. I still got some antibodies, but I was able to get my vaccine the other day, my second one. So I am clear. So there's no chance of me going to a fight and all of a sudden being told, hey, you're positive, you can't work. So I'm good to go. I'm not drinking anything tonight because I'm a little loopy. I got it a couple days ago and still a little, so there it is. This weekend, I'm working Channel 2 CBS March Madness on Saturday, Sunday, and Monday. Check me out with Jim Hill. So those are the anuncios, the announcements, all that other good stuff. Also, our good friends, Gil Rodrigo, Slow Brewing, the Hefeweizen Variety Pack, Marco Favela, send me your address. I'll send you some beer. We'll take you out there. All right? Boom. Also, they make bourbon. Unless you want some bourbon, Marco, we'll take care of you there. But the one I'm going to be drinking tomorrow, this is the Mango Michelada right there. I had this the other day, jamming. Michelada mix already inside the beer. You don't have to get all kinds of other stuff. So you are ready to go. So that's what's up. That's what's going on. And of course, Gil Rodrigo is a sponsor of ThursDIAZ. We get you with some product. All right, Jose Martinez is asking, is April 18th open for the public? No. Thompson Boxing does it inside their warehouse in Corona. That is not open for the public. Opening for the public in boxing is still very hard because it's an indoor venue. StubHub is different because StubHub, or actually Dignity Health in Carson, is different. So you're talking about Chris Arreola, Andy Ruiz, the fight that's going to be in Carson, that's going to be 2,000 people maximum. So there's still limits on the amount of people that are allowed to attend sporting events in California. So that's why you can't have indoor boxing just yet. If you see the Angels today, I think they're allowed to have 8,000 people for their games. The Dodgers are going to have fans, but it's outside. So outside venues are allowed to have fans. Indoors, like the Lakers and the Clippers and the Kings, still nothing there. And if you're a boxing promoter who haven't had a lot of work in the last year, California's expensive, you want to be able to sell as many tickets as possible inside. So that's what's going on. I sent Coach another message. I said try it, so we're going to give him a couple more minutes. Now, if you guys have any questions for me and my boxing trials, go for it. It's the only time I've ever been by myself, so I'll answer some of the boxing questions. I've been doing boxing, if you're listening the first time, for 7 years. December 13th was my first ever fight. Auditions, I don't count that, it was December 13th. Then January was different. That's when my first fight was Zab Judah and Paulie Malignaggi at the Barclays Center. It was an audition, and then I had a couple more. My first time on TV doing boxing was St. Patrick's Day of 2014. That was in March. And I had ACL surgery scheduled in February. And they asked me if I could do a fight. Actually, no, I had ACL surgery scheduled in January. They asked me if I could do a fight. I said yes. So I rescheduled my ACL surgery twice to do it. Finally got it done on Valentine's Day. And then they said, hey, can you do St. Patrick's Day in Boston with the Dropkick Murphys? I said, sure, no problem. I didn't realize that when you do that and you fly, your knee blows up. All right, Coach is joining us right now. We're going to get a couple more. There he is. How you doing, Coach? He's back. New location. We hear him. You see us, Coach?
Beto.
Ande, here you go.
I'm back in, man. It's just crazy here with the Wi-Fi, man. It's so complicated. Sometimes you get good signal, sometimes you don't, you know?
Yeah, no, that's a problem. There it is. So we appreciate you coming back, Coach. I know you got to go for the weigh-ins in a couple minutes, so we won't hold you much longer. But you were telling the story about the food. So they're taking care of you, and Antonio is done. He can't eat anymore.
No, right here, everything's like plov. So Antonio's like, I'm done. Because when you go eat plov, it's like, I mean, you eat and, I mean, there's no limit. Here, there's salad, there's salad, there's bread, there's plov, and Antonio's like, I'm done. Like, and then everybody's like, no, Antonio, come on. No. So keep going. So Antonio's like, hey, no more plov. And everybody says it right here. If you're in Uzbekistan, you're going to go back home with a little bit of excess of weight. And I can tell Antonio has excess of weight, and he's going to be a little more now.
Where is Antonio right now?
Antonio is actually with the boys right now.
Okay.
He's making sure that, because all the other guys were underweight this morning. So I told him to go get them some breakfast and make sure that they're on point on the weight, because I have two of the guys are gonna weigh in at 10, and the champion's gonna weigh in at 12. So they're underweight. So I want to monitor them so that they're on weight by the time.
Yeah. Now, Coach, this is a pretty cool experience because you have these Uzbek fighters, and they live in India with you. They're far away from their country, far away from their family. They sacrifice a lot, but a chance to go back home and fight in their prime. How are they reacting? Because they've never really done. I don't think they've done it as pros, have they?
Look, these guys are so excited. It's a great experience for me. I've been part of some historical moments in the sport of boxing, and this is one of them. In history, this is the first professional boxing event in Uzbekistan. And as of the beginning of the week, all the tickets are sold out in the arena. They have an amount. I think the amount is like, I don't know, like 6,000 or 8,000. Everything's sold out, and people are still asking for tickets. So with that being said, based on my experience, we're gonna come back because Uzbekistan is really strong in boxing. Everybody knows boxing. Everywhere we go, look, right here in this area, sometimes when we have time at night, Antonio and I, we go out there and let's go get a tea. Right here is very common. You have tea. So we go to places, and as soon as we walk in there, you can see everybody just looking at us and pointing at us. And before we leave, they approach us for a picture. And I mean, hospitality here is great. I mean, people here are very polite, respectful. Everybody, they see you and they say hello. And I know that this is gonna be a great country for boxing because they're really strong. Boxing fans here, they really love their fighters. They support their fighters. Most of the Uzbek fighters that train with me in California, they're celebrities here. They're celebrities because I can see it. I mean, if they walk outside, they get attacked by fans and media and stuff. So
that's pretty
just
cool.
being part of just being part of them, honestly, it puts us in a category where people appreciate what we do for their fighters, for their champions, and people are so excited for this event Saturday. People are going crazy.
Yep. Bekzad, our new friend, says it's the first pro championship fight in Uzbekistan. It's historic. You said that they could get up to 12,000 people. Like, it's really cool. Like you mentioned it, Coach. You've been involved with some cool things, historical things in the sport of boxing over the couple of years. But to see these young kids who you met before they really turned pro grow, and when you got them, I mean, yeah, they're Olympic fighters, they fight all over the world, but it's natural for them to be a little bit timid and scared of being so far away from home, not knowing what's going on. They're thinking they're going to California, and they end up 2 hours away in a Coachella in the desert. There's no beach around them. You're thinking if you're anybody else who's normal, like, oh, California, we're going to Hollywood, and then they see the Palm Springs, right? So it's that, like, the sacrifice that they have to make. And I know you take a lot of pride in your young fighters for them to have that moment. But for you, Coach, it's different. Normally, you're the one kind of protecting the fighters, showing them around a little bit. Now they're the ones that are your host. Like, for the ones that are there for you, it's almost like they want to show you a lot of, hey, Coach, this is where I found my family. This is my city. This is it. Like, they want to show you how much pride they have in their country.
Beto, these guys, before we traveled to Uzbekistan, when they asked for travel information, the manager asked me, hey, the guys want to see if it's okay for you to stay a week after the fight because they want to take you. They want to show you around some of the nice places out there. They want to take you sightseeing. And I said, I can't. I'm sorry. I need to come back. I have other fights. And they were a little sad that I didn't stay. But, Coach, you need to stay for a week so that we can take you to these historical places here in Uzbekistan. The camera guy that we brought with us, Ezekiel,
El Rey?
He drove like 3 hours. Him and Diamante, they went for a drive like 3 hours from here to these historical places and took some nice videos and nice pictures. So they are really happy that we are here. And I'm telling you, Beto, that we're gonna keep coming back because the fans here, they love the sport. They love their people. I had a great experience yesterday because their coach took me and Antonio to the place where they grew up and they trained. It's like a college. It's a college. It's a training center. And this kind of training facilities you don't see in the U.S., where kids start at a really young age and it's a school and a college, and they go to school and college in the same facility. It's like a big old resort. They have everything. You should see how many Olympic champions they have in different sports, weightlifting, wrestling, and that's where they all grew up. We walk in the facility, and everybody lines up, very respectful. It's part of the discipline. They're taught well, like soldiers. That's why these guys, they are like soldiers. I mean, their respect to their coaches, their respect to the people, they're really polite. They took us around. They have dorms, they have gym, They have everything, even a cafeteria. Everything is there. We see kids from ages 8, 9, 10, and they grow up right there. They grew up in that facility. They become athletes, whatever it is. It was a great experience just being part of that, going and watching where every single one of our fighters that we train now grew up as a kid.
That's really cool. Yeah, you had some good pictures on your Instagram of where you're going, so I can only imagine that. And you have fighters like Shakram Giasov, you have Israel Madrimov, guys that are going to be fighting for the major belts pretty soon if their career goes in the right trajectory, and they'll be able to make their own call where it's like, hey, I want to have the big fights here, not the 6,000, 12,000, like the big venues. And when you're the big champ and you can command it, there it is. All right, Coach, I know you got to get going. I know you got weigh-ins pretty soon, and I know it's a busy day for you, especially the day of a weigh-in. You want to make sure your fighters are taken care of. So we just wanted to do a quick ThursDIAZ for the fans. We're there for you guys. Coach is live in Uzbekistan. He told us about the sauna, the banya. Tonio has to get new pants on his way back. He's only going to be wearing sweats, all kinds of food. He's a celebrity. Hey, how many people go up to Tonio? Because you know he loves being a celebrity.
Oh, Antonio, you know what? I'm gonna tell you something. It's Antonio is a big part of my team. He is a big element of Team Diaz. Antonio and I basically formed this team. And when we walk out of the airport and they give me the flowers and they greeted me, you know, I look back at him and I go, here. I give him the flowers. I said, hey, these are yours too. You're part of this.
Man.
And carry these flowers. I go, you know what? He's my brother. He is my partner. He is my team. I mean, anything that I receive based on our success is not only mine, it's ours. You know, it's him and I. We both share because we both put in the work.
Yep.
And I know a lot of people say, hey, coach, congratulations. No. It's my brother and I. I don't care what people say out there. One coach cannot do it himself, especially when we have such a strong team. Antonio plays a big role, a huge role in my team. After he retired, you know, he decided to become a trainer. And then I started like, Antonio, this is the way it goes. Start working with him. No longer as a fighter, as a trainer, teaching him here and there. And you know what? Antonio has surpassed some of the things that I do. I mean, he's a great guy at wrapping hands because he takes pride at what he does. You know, doing mitts, he's great. Some of the fighters that we have, they're like, I like doing mitts with Antonio better. And I don't have a problem with that. He's my brother, you know.
Yeah.
I mean, I feel proud. I've always said, you know, if somebody can learn from me and be better than me, you know, I'm happy about it because, you know, they put the challenge in their mind. You know, hey, I'm gonna be better than him.
Yeah.
I learn from him. I'm open to teaching people my trade, and it doesn't bother me. You know, I always tell people, you want to learn from me, that's fine. I'll teach you. I don't have a problem. I just think that I have forgotten more than you will ever learn.
Yeah.
And Antonio is one of those guys that he's gotten better, and he's part of my team. He's part of my success because
Without a doubt.
we put it together. You know,
Yep.
if you tell me, coach, congratulations on this weekend, it's like Antonio and I. That's why when they gave me those flowers and they put them in my hands, and I felt like, okay, you know what, I deserve them. I put in my time with these boys, but at the same time, I look to the side and I see my brother. I go, hey, here, these are yours too. These no longer don't only belong to me. They belong to us. Come over here. I brought them to the front because they wanted me to be in the front of the crowd, like be the leader of the pack as I'm walking out of the airport. But at the same time, hey, my brother's with me. Hey, I brought him along. Stay right here.
That's cool.
These flowers are all also yours. Let's go, man. Hey,
That's
this is our team. This is our team, not my team.
There's a reason we have ThursDIAZ is because of Tonio. Without Tonio, we wouldn't have the fans. He told us this. and in all seriousness, the reason I love harassing Tonio and throwing jabs at him is because he's one of the most humble persons that I've met in the sport of boxing. Because Tonio could easily just say, look at my resume, look what I've accomplished, and throw it in your face. But he's never, ever said that to anybody when I've ever been around him. And he's never said, "Oh, I'm a fighter. I've done this or I've done that." It's always just one of the most humble kids, and that's why Tonio is a big part of the ThursDIAZ, because I know if I need him for anything, he's going to be there. He's going to show us. And you're right, Coach.
Yeah.
But the fact that you say, "Hey, we're a team," but not once has Tonio ever said, "What about me? Where are my flowers? Where are my attention?" It's you. That's why you have a good team, because everybody understands what you have to do. At the end of the day, it's about making sure the fighter's the better one that night.
You know, when we form a team together, is we talk about every element in camp. You know, there's always people around you that help you, make you stronger. Even El Rey, Ezekiel, you know, him with his camera, he does all these videos, and he spends time at night during the day. He's editing videos to show them out there, to give us publicity. Benjamin Hernandez is another kid that I brought into the team a while back as a conditioning trainer for the boys, and they love him. Every single Uzbek fighter that we have, they love him because he's a great guy. He's a very humble guy as well. And you know, a lot of people don't realize this. I'm gonna bring it up. Yesterday was Ben's father's birthday. Ben's father passed recently due to COVID, right? And yesterday we're having lunch, and I told Ben, I go, "Ben, come here." I said, "You know, I see a little bit of your post you posted on Instagram." I said, "Hey, I want you to know that we are a family, and you know, we are a team, and we're here with you. I know that yesterday was your father's birthday. Everybody was back home. You know, they went to the cemetery, and you're not there." I said, "Things like this, we go through a lot. We go through a lot as trainers." I said, "Believe me, I've missed my kids' birthdays, you know, special moments, because we're here." But I said, "Hey, your father is looking at you, and I'm pretty sure that he's proud of you because you're here. You know, you're showing the people your work. You're here for a reason. You're in Uzbekistan because you're working hard and you're succeeding in what you're doing. Your father is proud of you." And he's like, "I know, Coach." He says, "I spoke to my mom." And a lot of those things people don't see, you know. We see it because we go through it. Like I'm telling you, I've missed so many special moments with my family because I'm away. I'm gone for a whole week. I mean, I have a family, I have kids, you know, but we're here working. That's why we respect every person in the sport of boxing, because it's a big sacrifice, you know.
Yeah.
We're in the entertainment business, and we try to give people, we try to entertain people, but at the same time, it's a huge sacrifice.
Yeah, it really is. There's respect to you and your team for what you guys are doing. So Saturday night, or you know what, this weekend on the Zone, check out the code, because I don't know when they're going to fight, but they're going to be fighting in Uzbekistan. Let me give you some of the history, and before we get going, they're going to be fighting in the city is called Toshkent. Toshkent. I hope I'm saying it right. And Toshkent. Oh, Toshkent. Genghis Khan was there in 1219. It profited from the Silk Road for all you history people. It's the capital of Uzbekistan. It's celebrated over 2,200 years. Like, it's a historical place where it's at. And this weekend, they're going to have the first ever championship fight. And Coach Tonio Diaz will be in the corner. Check it out on DAZN. Just go and check out DAZN's Instagram or Matchroom's Instagram, and they'll give you all the information on when you can watch it. I'm pretty sure it's going to be Saturday morning for us. Vamos a madrugar. But we'll go and check it out. It'll be on DAZN. Coach, good luck to you this weekend. We will talk to you sometime next week because we got to get ready for the anniversary party, Coach.
Of course. Hey, let's plan something. Let's do something nice. I'm ready. I'm excited to get back. As far as I'm concerned, the fights.
Oh, here it is.
The fights are going to be.
Bexa just tells
7
us.
7 a.m.
Yep, 7 a.m.
7 a.m. Back home. First TV fight, 7 a.m. And then main event is 9 a.m. So instead of having beers or tequilas, get your mimosas in the morning, get your breakfast, and watch the fights.
There it is. And it'll be live on DAZN, 7 a.m. Saturday morning. Beksad Akramov, send me a DM on Instagram and I'm gonna send you stickers. Coach, I got stickers. I ordered some. So we got ThursDIAZ stickers. We're ready to go. So right there for
Nice.
So that's it.
Hey,
We're ready to go.
That's a good start. We start with stickers. Later on, we'll do shirts, sweaters,
Todo.
beanies. Todo. Let's get it going.
All right, Coach. Good luck to you and safe travels. We'll talk to you soon. Gracias. Thanks for listening to another edition of ThursDIAZ.
Thank you.